This is the AMZN 1-month overview reading for the month of October 2024. It's currently September 25th, 2024, 11:36 a.m. Eastern Time. Amazon at the time of this reading is $192.71. That's USD. The shuffle video for the October Amazon reading was created on August 20th, 2024 at 9:40 p.m. Eastern Time. That's the video playing for you in the lower left corner. In this video, we're going to cover the overall trend direction for the month, as well as any important chart events that take place throughout the month. We're also going to cover the week-by-week chart behavior, timing of the peaks and troughs. Then we're going to get into a review of the previous month's reading to give you an idea of what our accuracy really is like. And we're going to give you one of the best trades that we see for the month. The timing, for the most part, is going to be on point to the day, but there will be some cases where the sequence of events, as outlined in the prediction, will remain accurate, but the day might be off plus or minus a day, wiggle room here or there. In other readings, you won't need to plus or minus wiggle room at all. Point being is that you want to follow the sequence of events as outlined by the prediction. When trading this information, you don't want to use price levels as your entry and exits. This is very important. You want to make sure that you're trading with entry and exits based on chart behavior and general timing, but look for the chart behavior. All of that in this video. Stay tuned to watch the review at the end. The overall theme of behavior for the month, there's a breakout on a multi-day scale that takes place here, but I think it's a little tricky though, because overall I think we probably end to the downside. There's sideways rotational on key support level as well on a multi-day scale that is involved with the crossing card, so we'll look into that as we progress, but usually what that means is there's more than one low, as well as the lowest low significator card being the change card, indicating most likely two lows at the same support with sideways fluidity along that support, equal amounts of bulls and bear inflow and outflow. Behavior around the high is high. We have an overbought crest that we sell off from through multiple support levels off of the high, with a significant trade opportunity there as well. So in the first week, we have quite a lot of price swinging going on. There's a prominent peak and a prominent trough on the first, a trough on the second, and then we rally into a peak on the third or the fourth. Matter of fact, there's a pretty sharp drop there between the second and the third after that rally on the second. In the second week, we go from, we have a peak for the week around the cusp of the 8th, 9th, a trough on the 10th, and then we have another peak on the 11th, most likely a peak around the end of the day on the 14th or on the 15th, most likely a trough there, a prominent trough, and then there's a peak midweek for the third week, an important price level highlighted around the 16th, 17th, and then for the fourth week we go from a peak on the 21st into a trough on the 22nd, 23rd, and then back to a peak around the 25th. Pretty notable drop over the weekend there into the 28th, with more price swinging going on there in that partial fifth week that we have, the 28th to the 31st. Overall, it looks like there's a breakout through an important resistance level that takes place around the 8th, possibly the 14th again, probably the 8th though. Now we're going to take a look at the September reading. September's almost completed. Let's see how we're doing thus far for September. Then we're going to come back and we're going to give you one of the best trades that we see for the month of October. To get all of the trades as well as the timing of the highest high and the lowest low to the day, that's stuff that you get in the monthly access version of this video as part of our monthly access subscription. Looks like I pretty much nailed that low that we had on the 9th and then revisited on the 11th. I have it for the 12th, ended up being the 11th, so one day off there, but pretty significant move to the upside out of that low. We also had, if you take out this first candlestick here, we had a high here. Sometimes that type of thing happens with these readings. We got a high here on the 5th, a high here on the 5th, and then we went into highest highs. I have for the 23rd, boom, nailed that. And then there's supposed to be the possibility of another one on the 26th, but this has been a really solid reading, guys. If you're wondering, the September Amazon reading was created June 27th, 2024 at 1:47 p.m. Eastern Time, well in advance of the market. We nailed the highs and the lows to the day. You would have had that information ahead of time if you have the early access subscription on our website, Tarot for Traders. So if you entered into a long position on the 11th, you could have closed out of that long position on the 16th as expected here. That would have been a pretty solid place to exit. Would have left a little on the table, but we're not looking for max gains. We're looking for most probable gains. That's how you want to trade. And then we've got this breakout card here as the preview card for October. Guess what we have as the theme card for October? The breakout card. So it's a pretty significant breakout. When we look at the 1 year, we have a high here on the cusp of June, July. Nailed that. We have another high in August, September. You can see we're almost right back to highs here in September. So the 1 year has been really solid as well. We had a lowest low for the year here on the cusp of July, August. Boom, August right there. We have the lowest low. Guys, the 2024 1-year reading for Amazon created June 27th, 2023 at 8:51 p.m. Eastern Time, guys. I mean, 6 months ahead of the market, still being used today with accuracy. You can order these 1 years on our website, Tarot for Traders. It's one of the custom readings that we do for any crypto or ticker symbol that you're interested in. All right, so the best trade. Now, guys, the most effective way to utilize this information for trading is to have the live Discord trade alerts and live updated trading view charts with our drawings on them. It's the most effective way to utilize this information because you have to give these readings in some cases plus or minus a day here or there of wiggle room on the timing. It happens because not each card's energy will line up perfectly with 1 day of time, even though each card represents about 1 day of time. So sometimes it happens plus or minus an hour here or there, or a day here or there, but the sequence of events will remain the same. Nonetheless, the Discord trade alerts, live updated trading view charts are the way to go, part of our monthly access subscription. So one of the best trades that I see on the 23rd, in the midst of a sideways fluctuating decline on a multi-day scale, you want to open up, we'll do some sideways rotational on key support on a multi-day scale there, and you want to open up a long position there for a multi-day swing. You're looking to hold the long position until the 25th. You don't get scared out of that long position on the 25th. 4th, where we have a peak that we sell off from pretty notably. You'll want to hold through that, maybe even add to it, but probably not. Hold through that into Friday the 25th, and in the midst of a sideways fluctuating S formation within a channel, you're going to want to close that long position probably at a peak midday on the 25th. If you miss that opportunity, there might be another opportunity at the very end of the day on the 25th. There might be another opportunity on the 29th. I wouldn't hold it past the 29th, and if I do hold it past the 25th, I want to make sure that I open up a short position to protect myself because of that drop over the weekend. Likely have an opportunity to close out of that short position on the 28th, right? So open up a long position in the midst of a sideways fluctuating decline when it turns into sideways rotational on key support on a multi-day scale there on the 23rd. Hold that long position until midday peak on the 25th in the midst of a sideways S formation within a channel. Should be a sharp drop off of that peak. If you miss that opportunity, you're gonna have to hold tight into the 29th, where you likely have another opportunity to close out of that. And it's probably a good idea if you do hold to the 29th to open up a short position on the 25th to close out of on the 28th. And that's Amazon for October 2024. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. As always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. Blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys on the next one. Stay tuned if you got the monthly access version. Guys, if you got the monthly access version, we're going to get into the timing of the highest highs, the lowest lows to the day, as well as all of the remaining best trades that we see for the month. I'll see you there.